You're sitting there again, phone in your hand, thumb moving without thinking. You're not even looking for anything specific, just something that feels right. Something that doesn't ask too much from you. You scroll past new trailers, new shows, new recommendations. All shiny, all loud, all promising something they never deliver. And then you stop. That title, that movie, that show, the one you already know by heart. You don't even hesitate. You press play like muscle memory, like your body chose before your mind did. And for a moment, your chest loosens. Not excitement, not happiness, relief. You've seen this scene before. You know what's coming next. You know how it ends. And somehow, that makes it feel better than anything new. You tell yourself it's just background noise, something to play while you eat, while you rest, while you wait for motivation to come back. But deep down, you know that's not the whole truth, because this isn't the first time, and it won't be the last. You do this after long days, after draining conversations, after moments where life feels heavier than it should. You do it when your brain is tired of choosing, tired of deciding, tired of trying.
Your days blur together. Wake up already behind. Rush through things that don't excite you. Check boxes you didn't choose. Talk to people you like but don't fully connect with anymore. You tell yourself it's just a phase, just stress, just adulthood. At first, you're confused. Why does nothing feel new anymore? Why does excitement fade so fast? Why do you keep looking forward to night, not because you're happy, but because the day will finally be over? Then, frustration creeps in. You have access to everything: information, entertainment, opportunities people before you could only dream of. So why does your life feel flat? You try new content. You really do. 5 minutes in, your mind drifts. 10 minutes in, you're checking your phone again. But that old movie, that old show, it holds you. Not because it's better made, not because it's smarter, but because it's familiar. And slowly, quietly, something else shows up. Regret. Not the dramatic kind, not the kind that makes you cry or panic, the quiet kind. The kind that whispers, "I thought I'd be further by now." The kind that appears when you remember what you used to imagine your life would look like. The energy you had, the curiosity, the belief that something meaningful was waiting for you. And now, you're watching the same scenes again. This isn't because you're weak, and it's not because you're lazy. You're tired in a deeper way. Comfort has been sitting next to you for a long time. Not pushing, not demanding, just offering an easy escape. Distraction doesn't yell at you. It doesn't pressure you. It says, you can rest here. Routine doesn't argue. It doesn't challenge who you are. It lets days pass quietly. And tomorrow? Tomorrow is generous. Tomorrow always promises it'll give you another chance, without ever showing up. Childhood movies feel better because they come from a time when your life moved forward automatically. You didn't have to plan growth. You didn't have to fight for direction. You didn't have to protect your time. You were becoming someone without effort. Those movies remind you of a version of yourself who didn't doubt every step, who didn't overthink every decision, who believed life would naturally turn into something meaningful. Back then, the future felt open, not heavy, not urgent, not fragile. And now, every new piece of content feels like work. Every new idea feels like pressure. Every new choice feels like risk. So you return to the past, because the past doesn't ask you who you're becoming. But here's the truth. That warm feeling you call nostalgia isn't about joy. It's about relief. Relief from expectations, relief from responsibility, relief from deciding who you are now. You're not chasing childhood, you're escaping the present. And this is where everything changes, because the problem was never motivation. You don't lack motivation, you lack alignment. Your mind isn't tired because you're doing too much. It's tired because you're doing too little of what actually matters to you. Discipline isn't about waking up early or grinding harder or becoming cold and robotic. Discipline is self-respect. It's the moment you stop negotiating with the version of you that wants to stay comfortable. It's control when your mind wants to drift. It's power when distraction pulls you in 10 directions. It's freedom from needing familiar stories to feel safe. Because comfort feels good now, but it quietly steals your future. And the scariest part? It does it gently. It doesn't break you, it softens you. Until days turn into months, months into years, and one day you realize you've memorized fictional lives better than your own. Those childhood movies still feel better because they remind you of who you were before hesitation became your default.
Before you learned to shrink dreams to avoid disappointment. Before you learned to settle so you wouldn't have to fail. Your brain isn't broken, it's protecting you. It keeps pulling you back to safety because your current life doesn't feel stable enough to move forward. But safety without growth becomes a cage. And deep down, you already know this. That small discomfort you feel when the credits roll, that emptiness when the screen goes dark, that's not sadness, that's awareness. Awareness that you're living on pause while time keeps moving anyway. Discipline isn't about forcing yourself into a new life overnight. It's about choosing not to abandon yourself today. It's about doing one thing that aligns with the person you respect, not the person who avoids, not the person who delays. The real freedom isn't in endless options, it's in committing to a direction. Because when your life starts moving forward again, you won't need old movies to feel calm. You won't need background noise to escape your thoughts. Silence won't scare you anymore. The present will finally feel rich enough to compete with the past. So ask yourself this: are you re-watching childhood movies because they're comforting, or because your current life hasn't given you anything better to believe in yet? And more importantly, how long are you going to keep revisiting who you were instead of becoming who you still could be?